Joining me from the Special Olympics office here at Sport for Life building, the chef de mission, chef de mission, fancy, Darren Hemerych. We have a very special event happening coming up in a couple of weeks' time. We're donning some of the gear. I've been chosen to wear a hat to take the glare off my forehead, and Darren's chosen to wear the beautiful scarf. Team Manitoba heading to Thunder Bay. Give me some details on what's happening.
Yeah, it's the 2020 Special Olympics Canada Winter Games. We are sending our largest winter team ever to Thunder Bay to do some damage.
Doing some damage with a large group. You said it's the largest group. How many participants, coaches, administration?
We have 60 athletes and 25 coaches, mission staff, support staff heading to Thunder Bay this year. So largest team we've ever had.
Very large team. Now, are we driving or are we flying?
We are flying, thank God. I don't want to be driving that highway in the wintertime.
It is dangerous. It's only 8 hours, but nonetheless, it can be scary in Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay will be hosting how many different activities for these athletes?
Yeah, I believe there's 7 sports. We don't have teams for everybody, but we'll be competing in floor hockey, 5-pin bowling, speed skating, alpine ski, cross-country ski, curling. I think I'm probably missing 1 or 2 of them in there as well. So lots of activities for our athletes.
How often does this event occur? Is it annually? Is it biannually?
We follow the Olympic cycle. So every 2 years it alternates between winter and summer. So we just finished the National Summer Games in Antigonish in 2018. Again, we've got the Winter Games this year, and then 2022 will be our next Summer National Games.
And do we know where those national games are?
They'll be in Alberta.
Okay, we'll leave it at that because that's in a couple of years. Let's back focus to Thunder Bay. Some of our athletes, like you said, 60 athletes in total. How is it that we're able to fundraise and allow these athletes to participate? Like, what type of programs? You have a draft program, I believe?
Yeah, we do. It's called Draft an Athlete. We have lots of supporters out there. It essentially costs about $1,500 per athlete to attend these games, and that covers things as transportation, meals, accommodation, training. Our athletes have been training for pretty much a year now since our last provincial games. So yeah, we have a program called Draft an Athlete, so anybody can support. We do give tax receipts for a certain amount of money that is donated. Essentially, like I said, all that money goes towards sending our team to Thunder Bay to do their best, to get the opportunity to compete at this level.
How important is it to have activities and opportunities like this for Special Olympics? I mean, we talk about it for normal athletes. We talk about just the fact that you get to get out and increase the self-esteem, increase the fact that you can be social around other people. It is such an important opportunity for these participants. Can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, it's huge. It really is everything. We say that sport is a catalyst for our athletes to live their life to the fullest. They get to socialize with other athletes. They get to meet athletes from within the province and nationally. It builds self-esteem. We have a program called Athlete Leadership, and we put our provincial team through that. It gives them an opportunity to learn how to speak to the media or do some social media training. It's huge. It leads to so many things. We have athletes that work full-time jobs. Everything. It's hugely important, this opportunity for them to compete at this stage, just like any other athlete would.
Is there an age restriction to any of this?
12 or 13 years old is the youngest. Our oldest athlete on our team is 65. She's a snowshoer. Special Olympics itself in general is an active for life program. We have athletes that start at 2 years old. They learn some fundamental movement skills, and then they kind of move into our competition programs. And then if they so choose, they can decide to compete at a provincial or national level. And then there's opportunities for them to be selected for Team Canada to move on to a world stage, just like any other generic athlete as well.
That's amazing. Such a great opportunity for these athletes. Now, the dates in Thunder Bay are?
Yeah, competition is from February 25th to 29th. Our team will be leaving. We have 2 departure days on February 23rd and 24th, with the team coming back on March 1st. So full week out there, preparing, practicing, divisioning games, competition, opening ceremonies. We have closing ceremonies. It's a full-on experience for our athletes.
It's really amazing. Now, your job as a chef de mission is supposed to not only thank those hours of volunteers, but also our sponsors. Would you like to do that now?
Absolutely. It is without the support of our volunteers, our coaches. It's a volunteer role for them, putting in hours and hours and hours of training. Those people that have been able to donate through the Draft an Athlete program, or our larger sponsors and businesses that have been so generous for us for all these years. It is without them that we wouldn't be able to send this large of a team to get the gear, to look good, and thank you doesn't say enough for what they give to us.
Truly an amazing opportunity for these athletes, for those that get involved. Again, thank you, Darren, for joining us. The Winter Games, February 25th through 29th here, down in Thunder Bay, actually, in the office here at Pacific Avenue, sending the largest representation from Manitoba. What an amazing experience. We'll look forward to hearing some feedback next month.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.